Welcome our diaspora members for this United Women Sacco Forum. My name is CPA Anthony Mude Njiru, and I will be the moderator for this event. Welcome again. We hope to have an engaging and fruitful session with the United Women team so that we can be able to get a better understanding of our circle and be able to improve our knowledge and interaction with the circle. So before I kick off, I will invite the panelists to introduce themselves by name. Just mention your name and the position.
Hello members, thank you for joining us. My name is Vera Njoroge and I'm in customer service.
Hello members, thank you for joining us in our first diaspora engagement. My name is Catherine Mudini, I am the SACCO manager.
Good evening members, thank you for joining us. My name is Nancy Mutogo, the current CEO of United Women Sacco.
Thank you very much for those introductions. As I mentioned, I'm CPA Anthony Mude Njiru, a consultant in the cooperative movement and also a proud member of United Women Sacco. And engage us on chat wherever you are. Give us your questions, your comments and views. We shall be able to pick them. So without much ado, we can get into the business of the day. And I will start by asking our CEO to give us a background of what inspired the founding of United Women Sacco and who are the members of the Sacco.
As I said earlier, my name is Nancy Mutogo. I'm a graduate of the University of Nairobi, and I have reasonable knowledge in cooperatives because I worked in the Ministry of Cooperatives for 9 years, worked in the cooperative bank for another 13 years. That is 22 years in the cooperative sector. In the last 4 years of the 22 years, I was posted to a branch where I was given the responsibility to bring in new customers for the bank. They were not members, they were customers, and also advance credit. In the process of that work, I encountered very many challenges because first, the branch was in the middle of an Asian environment, residential houses, and I'm expected to grow the membership of the bank. In the process of going around to petrol stations, shops, saloons, hospitals which were there around, and they actually also included University of Nairobi, which was not very far from the branch. I came with some challenges, like in the university, I would find lecturers who had stopped saving in their cooperative. And ukiwauliza why they are not saving, they say the cooperative is run by junior staff and they don't feel they can entrust their money with them. Again, the other challenges I got with the business people is the bank is asking them to give business plans, audited accounts, and statements, and many of them those days were running from hand to cash. They were not even keeping money. So
Okay.
there were very many challenges I saw then, and I came also to learn that in cooperatives, in the cooperative existing circles then, the main source of security was guarantee. And it posed challenges. I may talk a little bit about it later. And also group lending. I came to realize there's this group lending like Paulu, Jitegeme. They were giving women, especially in groups, money. And I was asking myself quietly when I'm preparing the next day's work, how do you give people equal amounts in a group? Their minds are different. How can that go on? So those are among the challenges I faced.
Okay.
I will be touching on them as we proceed.
Okay. So generally, you identified gaps, especially in the funding for women.
Yes. No,
At that point.
for both men and women.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I will be telling how we became a women how the name became Women
Okay.
and not both.
Okay, so probably then you could connect that and give us an overview of the journey so far and the impact.
Okay. As I said earlier, I identified 6 gaps. They kept on growing in my mind.
Yes.
I would go to visit the doctors in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Why are you not investing in your cooperative? They give a very rich kidogo money. I wanted to buy reclining seat. I was told particular by a dentist. That time, 1.5 was a lot of money, and that's what the guy needed. Then I said, there's a gap there. Then we visit another one. I have stopped investing in my cooperative because by a guarantee, finance is private. Why do I have to go around with my paper telling people to guarantee me? Then Nancy says, Nakweri, you invite jealous people who don't know what you are doing, they are not bothered, and yet that was what was. So those are some of the gaps that I saw.
Okay.
I also saw a gap in the group lending. In the groups, even up to today,
Yes.
women especially tend to always congregate themselves into a group.
Yes.
Then within time, they keep telling each other, now we have met so many times, we can start contributing money, they contribute. The minute they start investing,
Yes.
both the groups of men and women
Yes.
in a sabaratika. Why? Not because any of them is bad, but people think differently. I still argue, when I sit here today, investment is a very private thing. It's not a group thing. People think your ambition is not my ambition. Where you want, and yet we want to kind of go together to Pelekane. I have a different perspective there. So those are some of the reasons that made me now want, because I never knew anybody can believe me,
Yes.
I wanted the cooperative bank to start its mega cooperative, where they will harvest the Mukosa Kabira or form a mega cooperative society supervised by the bank.
Okay.
I wrote letters 4 times to the head office.
Yes.
They did not see my point.
Okay.
When they did not see my point, I just couldn't give up the group because the need was glaring.
Yes.
So I started selling it personally to people. I was still working in the bank.
Okay.
For 1 year,
Yes.
I was trying to convince individuals how we can form a cooperative to cater for those. And that's how the cooperative ended up in taking a certain level of employee. I was also actually getting deposits for the bank
Okay.
because I had to convince my employer that I'm working for them.
Maybe for the sake of the diaspora members logging in, you could mention the year. Which year was that?
I started marketing, for lack of another word,
Yes.
in the year 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, in the year 2000. In the year 2000, when I was still in the bank. In the
Okay.
year 2001, on 19th of March,
Yes.
it's when I was introduced by a mutual friend
Yes.
to a doctor, Dr. Edith Muita, who became member number 2. And we registered in 2001 on March 19th.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So it has been a journey from
Yes.
the year 2000.
2001.
2001.
No, 2000, because that's when it was really, I was haggling in my head,
Okay.
having objectives, how will it work, how, all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has been a journey, I believe, to where we are now. And before we can get to know where we currently are, maybe Vera can tell us what makes United Women Sacco unique. Who are our target members?
Thank you, Mr. Njiro. I would say our target members is actually business and professional, men and women. I know at the moment we had started as women, and I think Nancy will come back to that later. But over time, we found ourselves having the need to balance out in terms of the gender. So effective 2013, we were able to actually accommodate men, but we say that we take both business and professional men and women. And what makes us unique is that you will find that United Women Sacco does not have a common bond. Most SACCOs in the market you will find started because of a particular need or nature in terms of either if we are accountants, if we are doctors, if we are lawyers. But United Women Sacco, because we didn't have per se and like a common, like what was coming in as common, then we came up as United Women Sacco back in 2001. So if you compare us to the market, you'll find that we actually are one, if not amongst very few SACCOs that does not have a common bond.
Thank you for that. So maybe back to you, Nancy, again then. At what point did we get to be women and
Okay.
the name Women Sacco? Yes.
Okay. I will confess again, and I say loudly, I'm not a woman.
Yes.
I believe business
Yes.
is individual, whether you are a man or a woman, and it depends on different ambitions. And in business ya wanawake, I know tumezoea kusukumwa. In finance, you have to sukuma yourself. So I argued within my head that give everybody the same platform, they grow at their pace. But when we went to register in the ministry, they were not registering a SACCO without a common board.
Okay.
Okay? The only way they were able to register is because I used to work in the ministry.
Yes.
And they knew me not to be a corrupt person who would take other people's money.
Yes.
So that is, the name was a compromise for business and professional women, so that we fit into the then common board, which was propelled by the ministry. Yeah, but it was a default, not a design. So even when we started, but there was something I did in the bylaw, and the members then who were there, they didn't know. In the bylaw, there is a clause which says, that one has been there forever. You can take in parents,
Okay.
you can take in children, and you can take in spouses.
Okay.
Come 2010, when Kibaki came into power, two things happened. Gender was working, something was passed which says everything must have 1/3 of the other gender.
Yes. The proclamation of the new constitution.
Yes, but it was. So they were saying that you must have. So we did not have to have a meeting to change the bylaw. We used those clauses that you can take a parent, a spouse. Listen, what is a parent as
Okay.
and a child.
And a child. Okay.
To activate that. And in that time, you could not register a bylaw if it was not including 1/3 of the opposite gender.
Okay.
But in practice, women were so strong, was in year 2. This is ours. Now say, why are you bringing men? Again, it is the constitution.
Okay.
So we have been growing, we have been haggling with this name even as I talk now.
Yes.
Personally, I feel at one time the name will have to reflect both. I had my own issues over the same.
Yes.
I was saying two main ones. When you are in a race, you have to race with the people who are in front of you.
Yes.
And so far, because of our nature as women, because I say women, our nature is to nurture life.
Yes.
So, and even as we are looking for money, let us never forget that our default in life is to nurture families. And we have never left that. Okay. Now, how I justified the SACCO being women is we are putting food in the granary.
Okay.
Because, I come from central Kenya. In central Kenya, tukona what we call I don't know what you call it in the Bible. I can only say in my Kikuyu, mutumi agatha. Ni ule
righteous woman.
Righteous
woman.
Yes. They get food and put in the granary for the family.
Thank you.
This business about women thinking we are so special, we can only, and we are breaking families because we are actually even living what God gave us is a default. It's not a design.
Thank you.
We have the breast to feed the children.
Yeah, thank you for
that.
So
we are putting for the food.
Yes.
Put in the granary.
Yes.
So that's how we are justified being women.
Okay.
But we are also competing with the other point I have not said is
yes.
When you are racing the ones who have been there.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I usually make a joke. If a woman buys a Prado, they will call a party, they are so happy.
Yes.
A man will own 10 buildings in let's say in Central Kenya or anywhere. They will not say a word.
Yes.
We want to compete with those.
Thank you for that. So you took the women power, you leveraged on it as a strength.
As a strength.
Not a weakness.
Not a weakness,
yes,
but not as a fighting the other gender.
Thank you.
Or equal. We are not equal. No, we are different.
We have been created differently.
Thank you. The word is created differently.
Thank you. And maybe to take now on to that, so around 2010 you onboarded men.
Yes.
Yes, maybe Catherine, you can then tell us, is it possible, how can someone join when they are abroad? Someone who is in the diaspora, the people we are listening to probably, they are friends who may want to join.
So if we recap on what our CEO talked about, how the SACCO was formed, there was because we did not have a common bond where the way we originate from employers, so we take members through introduction. So for members who are in the diaspora, most of them have actually joined through introduction by other members. So to join the SACCO, you need to be introduced by an existing member. That for us acts as a way of vetting and paper trail. So you have to be introduced by an existing member. So our members in the diaspora, we rely on you to speak, to also get members from the diaspora.
Okay, thank you for that. And then maybe rejoining on that, what payment options are available to the members in the diaspora? Maybe Vera, you can take on that.
I can take up that. So as you're all aware, you're in different locations in the world, and depending on what is accessible to you, we have different options that we give to the members. There are platforms that have come back in the market, such as Sendwave, there's TapTapSend, there's Nala, there's TransferWise, there's WorldRemit, there's Remitly, there's SasaPay. But what we have actually realized is that with all these platforms, most of them do not narrate the payments on our end. So we actually request the members, any platform that you use, depending on where you are, because you might not be able to access one or the other because of your location, kindly always ensure you send us the remittance advice to us either through WhatsApp or email, because once we receive those payments on our end, the remittance advice does not, the remittance payment in the statement does not give us the details of the remitter. So that slip or the advice you receive from that platform will be able to help us identify that that payment belongs to person X. In case of any challenges, and maybe in case you've not engaged with these platforms before, you can always reach out to us, then we can be able to guide you on how to go about the same.
Thank you for that. Maybe as we are getting to closure on that introduction part, for the sake of the diaspora member who may be young or who has joined recently, it is good we put into context. We have seen where we came from. So far, how far have we gotten in terms of roughly the estimate of the numbers, our members, and probably the asset base. What is the total asset base roughly in Kenya shillings?
So for the last 24 years, the SACCO has really grown courtesy of members patronizing SACCO products. We have around 1,600 members in the diaspora. Our total membership is 7,500. And our asset base currently it is at 7 billion, courtesy of the support that we have received from members in Kenya and in diaspora.
Thank you for that. So you are 7 billion shilling SACCO. Thank you for that. Probably to come back to you, CEO, are there limitations as to who can join?
According to the, thank you very much for that question. As reflected in the Cooperative Societies Act, as long as you are 18 years and above, you can join the cooperative. But at United Women Sacco, we do categorize, and the reason we categorize is because you cannot serve everybody.
Yes.
We have targeted business-oriented people, and this includes employees and those in private businesses.
Okay.
So you can join, but as I say, we target growth oriented,
Yes.
and that's why you find that our joining fee is made to reflect that aspect.
Okay.
And one of the reasons, I may go back kidogo, where I found the gap,
Yes.
the senior people in employees
Yes.
traditionally considered SACCO to be for the junior staff. The same people end up in taking very expensive loans from banks. They end up spending more than they save,
Yes.
because the employer takes care of so many things, so you forget that one day you will leave. And you can find in this country the people who are doing very well after leaving work are actually teachers and a lot of people, because from the beginning wako na what we call mpango ya kando. But these senior people, we also want to target them to leave these expensive loans from the banks. They come here, they grow their own life parallel as they are growing them, the employers' income and
Yes.
wealth.
Yes.
Because one day, watatoka.
They will leave employment and they need
Yes.
to be somewhere.
Yeah, not even that. Sometimes
Yes.
they are cut short.
Yes.
You are working today, tomorrow you are told. I know one CEO who is a very genuine guy. He was in one of these buildings, very nice ones in Nairobi. He was told to leave his Mercedes at the parking It was in the base. It was up somewhere, not the other somewhere.
Yes.
It was to leave it where it is. Leave it.
Okay.
Yes.
So
And
in terms of
yeah.
joining, you are saying so long as the member is able to meet the expectations, the
the
thresholds that
expectation,
have
the
been
ratio,
set.
I don't know whether they can. The current amount of joining
Yes.
is 27,000,
Okay.
and it is divided this way. Since we joined the SASRA, we have been kind of motivated.
Yes.
We may not like it.
Yes.
We have shares of 20,000,
Yes.
and then the joining fee is 2,000. That one is not refundable.
Yes.
And the contributions per month. That, I'm glad you have come to that.
Yes.
That's what categorizes us from most circles.
Yes.
The mandatory contributions per month
Yes.
is 5,000.
Okay.
That's what makes us have that market niche.
Okay.
Yes.
So a member joining should expect to be contributing a minimum of 5,000 shillings every month.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So when a member joins, like the member who is in the diaspora, what can they expect in the first year of joining the SACCO? What is the promise that the SACCO gives this member? Catherine, you can take that.
So when a member joins like the first year, our expectation is that that member will familiarize themselves with the product of the SACCO, because if you do not know what the SACCO offers, then you are not motivated to work hard to achieve. In the first years also, we expect you to contribute monthly without fail, so that you can be able to qualify for a facility. I usually tell members that where you're going, your destination determines the amount of fuel you're going to put in your car. So if you're going to Mombasa from here, you would maybe fuel 20,000. If you're going to town, you put 500 shillings. So your ambitions and your dreams is what drives you to know how to save to the SACCO. But you have a minimum contribution of 5,000. So the first year we also encourage members to engage in the forums that we set up for our members. We have an education forum once in a year. We have other forums in between that we reach out to members to join the SACCO. So we encourage new members to really engage, visit our website, visit our YouTube channel to get to know the few topics that we have trained members on. Then after 6 months, and we say members qualify for loans after 6 months, if for sure you have set your targets for yourself, you should be able to borrow even after the first 6 months. But it's also good to get to learn more about the SACCO.
Thank you. Thank you for that. CEO, maybe how would the members in the diaspora be involved in the governance?
Again, according to the Cooperative Societies Act, a cooperative is completely democratic. One member, one vote, irrespective of the shareholding. And when we are doing the AGM, during the AGMs, the voting is open to members in Kenya and in diaspora. There is a trick here. Catherine had just said we have 7,000 members.
Yes.
It is not easy for 7,000 members to vote, but it's open to them. So the other societies of that magnitude have delegates.
Yes.
What we have tried in United Women, actually, we just operate like a company, because other societies, if they are lawyers, they don't know each other here.
Yes. Yes.
If there are people in
one
real
field.
estate,
Yes.
they don't know each other, so they cannot even elect delegates. So we have comforted ourselves in the fact that we operate like a company, because in the companies everybody is
Able to vote.
Is able to vote
Okay.
from wherever they are.
Okay.
And we're also guided by the act and the bylaw. Those people you vote, they are guided by the bylaws on the do's and the don'ts.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So what you're saying is that we have a voting platform where our members in the diaspora can join the general meeting and be able to vote.
Yes, and to contribute.
And thank you. And also contribute to the meeting. Thank you. Thank you for that. Then what are the misconceptions by diaspora Kenyans on investments and SACCOs?
That one I can say loudly. I don't even want to call them misconception, but
Yes.
for lack of another word, lack of trust. We have encountered that a lot. They always they are anxious. Is my money safe? Then we have the trail of stories. I sent money where. Lately in the newspapers, we have even been seeing others have taken these developers to court.
Yes.
Because they gave money of plan activities.
Yes.
And it didn't work out. They have given. We don't want to go to that. But then that we shall continue the same trend.
Yes.
That they have encountered with the relatives, with the friends of money being used.
Okay.
I want to assure you, looking at you straight on the face,
Yes.
for the last 24 years that we have taken money from members,
Yes.
I will do your homework, because activity, what the truth doesn't lie.
Yes.
We have sworn to ourselves that we shall take care of your money. Right from the beginning, I was making them laugh that I worked, first of all, for 4 years without an office, in a briefcase.
Yes.
Because I did not believe. People used to send money even from overseas. It's so ridiculous. Like, I would go to the bank, wherever they change the money.
Yes.
Even if they are cents.
Yes.
I even don't want to convert the cents. I want to put it in the
Account.
in the account the way it was, 20 shillings, 2 cents, whatever, because you don't want any issue.
Yes.
And that is what the culture we have built in United Women Sacco. That's why you have not had any fraud, because I am not being proud, but I lead from the front.
Okay.
For me, the default is take care, whatever you have to do not touch member money. That includes the income which is made from the loans we give. We may repeat, but I will say that it includes that, because whatever money is made from the 1%, whatever remains, all of us, we divide at the end of the year. And you have seen,
Yes.
I will still now touch here. Why some members say your interest has remained 10% forever, why can't you go higher? Let me tell you, we try to balance the saver and the borrower.
Yes.
The saver, we reward them appropriately by 10%.
Yes.
So that they continue having their savings.
Yes.
And the borrower,
Yes.
we charge the 1%, do any mathematics, and it will be presented by Mr. Njiro. I hope he will present. Okay. It comes to 6.5% per annum.
Thank you.
Ask us the miracle. We are charging 6.5 per annum. We are giving back 10%. The only people wanajinyima the sisi. Obviously, me starting with me, I pray that we are able to start other products. We shall forward them to you, because this cannot continue forever.
Yes.
You know that you are always on the edge.
Yes.
You are balanced. It's a very tight rope.
Yes.
The saver and the borrower.
Yes.
The only people we sacrifice is the staff, and we cannot continue doing that forever. So we are looking forward to other options of non-funded income to be able to really live like a normal financial institution.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So what you're saying is that Kenyans in the diaspora have lost money in other investments. They would be anxious even coming to United Women. Probably those in the diaspora may have heard of the issues to do with the Cusco. Recently, SACCOs lost money. So probably I could direct this question to Catherine. Did United Women Sacco lose money? So that those in the diaspora may know.
Maybe you can confirm, and we confirmed during our AGM that we did not invest in Cusco. Cusco is an advocacy body, and we have only patronized Cusco for our training facilities.
Thank you for that. It's good that we assure you as a member, because it's the reality, is a fact that some SACCOs may have lost money, but as you have heard, United Women did not fall into that scheme. So maybe moving on, are there examples of ways in which members in the diaspora have benefited from United Women Sacco? Maybe without mentioning names.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, we cannot mention names, because this, in a way, is also a bank, and we swear to data protection.
Yes.
So unless a person will tell us a neighbor, some talk. But I can assure you all, we have bought houses, we have bought land for many members from all, especially from America and Britain and even Australia. I will take this forum to persuade all the members, even in the Arab countries, join United Women Sacco. As you save, grow your dreams. That is your journey. And please don't look at others that you are working kivyako.
Yes.
Save so that you can also join it. Because when you save, let's say you have saved 500,000. 5 times 5 needs 25. We have gone on increasing to 2.5 million.
Yes.
We have gone on increasing the multiplier to motivate you people to own it, especially in 2025. I don't want to go into the politics of the world today. You are
Yes.
more aware of them than us. I want to assure you 150% your money is safe. And how do you know it's safe? If kikimana kabisa, I always tell people, borrow. When you borrow, you have our money. We don't have your money.
Yes.
And then if at the worst scenario, you can actually write to get back. If anybody can say, I applied to get back my money and they didn't get it, let them shout at the top of their voices.
Thank you.
For
Thank
everybody
you.
to hear.
Thank you for that.
We do take care of
thank
the
you for
money.
that assurance.
And we assure you again, safe with Unite now 2025 more than any other year for known reasons which I will not mention.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe moving swiftly on to that,
Yes.
Vera, what are you looking for from the diaspora members? What is the ask?
I would speak of two things. One is for you, diaspora members, to patronize our products, and these are savings and credit products. I know my colleague will handle that in a bit. And why I'm saying that is just like the CEO has mentioned, you will not be able to dream, you'll not be able to achieve, you'll not be able to be an example of the members we've been able to help if you don't patronize our products. I would encourage you to be like a sponge. A sponge, when you put a sponge in water, it absorbs. So I want you to ask as many questions as you can from our staff. We have been empowered from anyone who you may be able to call. You'll be assisted from the first call you make. Any inquiry, any question you may have about any of our products, we will be ready to assist you. Number two, we would want you to market us. And the only way you can be able to market us is if you yourself, you benefit. Once you benefit from the Sacco, then you become our champions. As you're aware, for those who are not aware, we don't market. We are only able to grow, and we've been able to get to the numbers we have right now because of the introduction by the members we have, and that has been because of how they've been able to benefit. So number one is to patronize our products, and number two, kindly, and you'll be able to market us once you have been able to benefit from us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Catherine, maybe to build on to that, as you proceed to tell us about products and services, what is the promise to members abroad?
We promise to take care of your savings. The money that we have here with you, we promise. And as Nancy said, we have a culture here, nobody touches a cent. We promise to take care of your savings. Number two, we promise also to walk with you the journey of investments. Most of you have taken facilities from the Sacco, and you can attest to the fact that it has been a seamless journey. So we promise to continue through the same journey of working with you and helping you acquire assets at home.
Thank you. Then probably you can take us to the products and services. What are some of the products and services offered by United Women Sacco?
All right. I'll first talk about our savings products that we offer. As Nancy mentioned, when you join the Sacco, you first pay the share capital of 20,000. The amount that you put in the share capital, we say the minimum is 20,000, but members are free to increase more than the 20,000. The amount that is in that account earns you dividend on share capital.
Yes.
At the end of the year. We have been paying 15%
15%.
per annum every year. The other account that we use to borrow is your deposit account, which is your savings account. The minimum contribution in that account is 5,000. And this account that I've said that your dream determines how much you put in that account monthly. Our minimum is 5,000. We do not have a maximum in that account. So when you want to borrow from the Sacco, this is the account that we look at. This year, we increased our multiplier. Last year, we increased our multiplier for loans to 5 times member savings. And this has really helped members to get facilities and also acquire assets. So if you have 500,000 in that account, you're able to borrow 5 times, which is 2.5 million. We will get to a section where we'll talk about securities. Number 3, for members who want to plan, and I have seen members utilize our holiday savings account. This is a savings account where you deposit monthly towards a particular goal, and it is a withdrawable account, but we have limits in terms of how many times do you withdraw from that account. So because we are under regulation, the requirement is that members withdraw from this account in a structured manner. So if you have money in that account, you're allowed to withdraw end of every quarter. So what I have seen members in diaspora do with that account is that they save every month, and because most of members in diaspora visit us end of the year, you're able to withdraw in December. So you don't have to come with your dollars to withdraw to be able to spend here. You withdraw when you come in December. You just give us a notice that I will need to withdraw my money end of December. That is our holiday savings account. It is not really money to go for a holiday, but usually say it is an account that you can use to save for a particular project that you do not really wish to borrow, but you can use the money for a particular event. Then we have a junior savings account for members who have children in school. It serves the same purpose as the holiday savings, but we also allow parents to withdraw every end of every quarter. So the minimum in the holiday savings account is 5,000, and we encourage members to contribute a minimum of 5,000. The children's savings account, the children's the junior account, we allow a minimum of 2,000, and you can withdraw. You can withdraw again every quarter, and you can save as much as you wish in that account. Both accounts earn interest at the end of the year. We have been paying 10% on the 3 accounts.
Thank you, thank you. Maybe probably before you go to the loan segment, we could display to the members the possibility of compounding on those accounts as investment accounts, because it's an opportunity. I hope you're seeing it on the screen. So if you look at the first schedule that you can see there on the screen, you'll be able to see that a member who is saving 10,000 shillings per month, that's approximately $77. I hope it's live on the screen. You can confirm that we are showing that. The technical people, as they are setting it up, I can be explaining. What we are saying is if you save consistently as a member, then you're able to compound at that rate of 10%. Is it able to show, or will you show it later? Okay. So as probably they are setting it up, on the other side, we have loan products. You could proceed and mention on the loans. Once they confirm, we'll get back to that. The loan products. If I'm a member and I have saved, how do I then access loans?
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll talk about our loan products. We have several loan products, and I know most of you have patronized those products. The first one is a development loan. This loan is, we give it 5 times. We have said most of our products are 5 times your savings. So our development loan is used for various projects. You can do it for construction, you can take it for a business, and we give it 5 times your member savings. We have an interesting one that we say it is live and own. It is like our mortgage product. We developed this product in 2020 when COVID happened, and most members were saying we wish we had a home. So we thought of a mortgage product that we could deliver to our members, and we developed this product. This product has a maximum. I think I should have talked about the maximum for the normal loan. Our maximum loan, I know it's 60 million, and the multiplier is 5 times. The multiplier is 5 times. And then we have a live and own product, the one that I was saying, it is like our mortgage product. The multiplier for this product is 8 times. When we developed this product, we were thinking about the youth, because they were saying we are unable to raise the funds to be able to qualify for this. So we developed this product to encourage the youth on homes. And when we looked at the repayment period, we also factored that in, because we had several requests from our members who were in the brackets of 40 to 50. So the repayment period for this facility is 15 years, which is 180 months, and it has a maximum, because of, again, of the amounts. The maximum loan amount for this product is 6 million. We have been able to give several facilities, and we are proud that we have several members who have benefited from this product. We have another product that we call the Platinum Plus loan, and this loan has been patronized by majorly members who are in construction. The repayment period is 10 years, and the maximum is 60 million. Then we have other small loans, emergency loan, which is a multiplier of 5, and a school fees loan. And the repayment terms for these loans is also quite short. 12 years. So if you have a normal loan and you qualify for an emergency loan, you have an emergency, then you can come into the SACCO and we're able to give you a short-term loan. And as long as you're able to pay them concurrently as you pay your normal loan, you're also able to pay the short-term loan. We have another one that we call a no questions asked loan. It is a small loan that has a very short repayment period of 3 months. Again, most business people are able to get this if you have goods to deliver, you don't have funds, and we ask for post-dated checks for that facility. I think I've covered the major.
Thank you for that. I like the no questions loan, so that when you are here for your summer holidays, you can come for no questions and
But
take the
there's a caveat.
yes.
The you can just
I forgot the asset loan, and I think it's a major one. The asset loan, we developed it when we realized most of our members had loans here, and they had asset loans, especially with NCBA Bank. So this facility is not based on your savings. So the interest rate, all the other products, the interest rate is 1% per month on reducing, but this one is not based on your deposits. So the interest rate for this facility is 1.2%, and the security for this facility is purely the asset that we are buying, whether it is a personal vehicle or land. But there are margins. We would get into the nitty-gritty if you wanted this product in terms of what percentages do we finance, because you must put in, as Nancy said, even when you go to Muganga, to a witch doctor, you must give something. So there's a percentage that you pay, like if it is a land, you must raise 30%, we finance 70%. And if it is for a car, you pay 40%, we finance 60%.
Thank you for that. And maybe because this involves numbers, members in the diaspora, it's important we clarify on those two aspects, because this is our core business on the area of returns in our savings. Remember, we are a SACCO, so it's savings and then credit. It can never be credit and then savings. So if you look at the schedules you're seeing there, the first schedule, assume you as a member in the diaspora, you're able to save with us 10,000 shillings per month. This is just an assumption, which is approximately $77 every month. So if you compound in the SACCO, that means in a year you're saving 120,000 shillings, as you can see there on the screen. So the first year you'll have saved 120,000. We pay you at 10%. That would be 12,000 shillings. If you do that for 12 years and you compound, that means you reinvest the returns, you'd have grown your fund to 2.8 million. Now, two things there. Your 2.8 million will have come from an investment of only 1.4 million. So you'd have doubled your money. Secondly, as you have been told, we are giving a multiplier of 5, which means your 2.8 million can be able to afford you up to, if you do 5 times of that, would roughly be about 14 million shillings. So the capacity will have grown. Now, if you look at the next schedule, someone who is saving 50,000 shillings per month, which is about $385 a month. You squeeze yourself here and there. Every month you put in $385. In a short 12 years, you are able to accumulate a fund of 14 million. But if you take 600,000 for 12 years, you have invested a total of 7.2 million shillings. And out of that, you'd be getting dividends of 1.4 million. Now, if you do the same in the share capital account, the third schedule that you're seeing there on your screen, you save 60,000 shillings with us per month, which is approximately about $462 a month, less than $500 a month. In our share capital, the return is high at 15%. It is important to mention that share capital is usually not refundable as per the law. So it's like you are building a house from where you'd be collecting the rent, but you can't take back the materials. So from this, you'd have accumulated a total of 24. If you save for 12 years, saving 60,000 shillings a month, which is $462 a month, you will be able to accumulate a total of 8.6 million in cost, ile pesa, the money that you have invested. But in our SACCO, out of compounding, you will have grown your money to 24 million shillings. So we are saying that this is an investment. You take the SACCO first as an investment, as an avenue, a platform where you can safely invest instead of sending money to those investments that we were being told by the CEO. From this, you will be collecting a dividend of 3.6 million shillings every year. From an investment of 8 million, you're able to draw a dividend of 3.6 million. So I thought it's important that we emphasize that part on the part of investment. Now, when you look at the part of borrowing, because many of you abroad, you want to do mega projects, our cost of loan, the effective rate, you mentioned our rate is 1% per month, but I want to, on a reducing balance. So to use an example there, if you look at your schedule, I can go to the schedule there. Someone who is borrowing $1 million shillings, that is about $7,700 at 1%. Every month you're expected to pay $203, which is $26,333 for 4 years. If you have taken it as a 4-year loan. So by the end of the 4 years, you will have repairs the 1 million shillings plus 264,000, which is approximately $9,730. So having borrowed $7,700, you repay $9,700. So only about $2,000 in interest. Now, if you do the average of that interest, it comes to $500 a year, which is 66,000 shillings approximately per year. Now, if you do 66,000 out of 1 million, the effective rate comes to 6.6%. So on the side of the deposits, you're getting back 10%. And on the side of share capital, you'll get back 15%. But for the loans, we are only asking you to pay back only 6.6%. So it's a very good platform to be able to invest in. Then you may ask yourself, where does the SACCO get this money to be able to lend at a lower rate than they are paying you back? So over the years, and as Nancy may have mentioned when she was starting, over the years, the SACCO has accumulated reserves. Because like the initial years, people only saved without borrowing. Then they started borrowing. So it's the same, we are utilizing the same SACCO money. Maybe I thought that is good to enhance on the products that we have. Maybe proceeding on from that.
Because you go to the question, a small addition into what the members get from the 10%. The 10%, they call it return.
Interest, yes.
Interest you get, you only pay a tax of 5%.
Yes.
Whereas in any other place, you'll be charged how much? 15%. So by you having money at United Women Sacco, you save a lot because only withholding tax of 5%, the rest is yours. And for those who have been here, you have seen us that we give that money after the AGM, your accounts are credited with that money. And I don't know whether I can go to something, just in case I forget.
Yes.
Over 90% of the members overseas are looking into investment, in a way, into real estate.
Yes.
Houses for dwelling and for income generation.
Okay.
And with that, I would also include plots.
Yes.
And they keep wondering, how can the SACCO facilitate us to do that?
Yes.
Let me tell you openly, the money we have here is savings and credit, not savings and credit and investment. So any SACCO you join, unless they have a housing cooperative, a SACCO is just that one of the reasons I formed this is to show people things can be done right. Not savings and credit and investment where they tie the money. But I also want to mention here, investment in land and buildings is very daisy. The questions from my interaction with the diaspora members, they would like a completed building because they have been cheated. They don't want to. They want to buy something they can see.
Yes.
United Women Sacco cannot be able to buy to develop because we are not. First of all, we are not allowed by the law.
Yes.
And more importantly, it will take liquidity.
Yes.
So the fastness with which we give the loan will be affected because not because we have stolen, but we have taken money to a project. We formed a housing cooperative. I don't want to go there because that's not our discussion today. So we have been haggling with the people who come here. How do we facilitate members? We are still in discussion, and if you have credible suggestions you can make, personally, in my crude way, I've been saying, if you bring your money in United Women Sacco, then we identify the project we can do together. We can find a way out where we can even have some of you overseas be signatory to whatever you are doing so that it is seen to be transparent, because it's something that has bothered you people. It has bothered us, and we have not yet come to a credible, sellable solution.
Thank you.
I'm sure you have brains out there.
Yes.
You can assist us.
Thank you for that. Maybe to add on to that, because you had mentioned that there are many members you have assisted in the acquisition of investments through the SACCO and even the SACCO funding. Probably, Catherine, you can take us as to how may the members be secure so that they are confident when they bring their money and they take loans and they invest in projects. They have a certain level of security. Are there certain things you look at, maybe like requirements for legal process and that?
So in terms of loan processing, maybe we can start by addressing a question by a member here who is asking whether they can convert their mortgages that are the banks to the SACCO, transfer a mortgage. That is what we do every day.
Every day.
It is a cup of tea. We take over mortgages every day. So if you have a bank loan that has a very high interest rate, and we know most of them they are very high rates, you can engage us so that we can take over that loan. And I know most of us have taken facilities from us, and the process is very straightforward. The first step is usually for you to fill in a form, and you attach your bank statements for appraisal. If we are buying a property, we do evaluation. What I want to confirm with our members is that we have valuers that we have vetted, and we have a professional indemnity with them. We also have lawyers in our panel to take us through the legal process of charging properties. And again, we go through a rigorous process because we also want to be sure that whatever we are financing, even as much as we are saying as a SACCO, we want to finance these projects. We want our members to be sure that they have gotten, real assets. If you are buying a house, we know that it is legit. The house is there, and you can sit back and say the SACCO did their bit. So as much as the SACCO is able to do all these processes, members also do their due diligence, because you identify the project, you do your due diligence, and on our part also our lawyers will do their due diligence and our valuers.
Thank you for that assurance. Maybe then, can members in the diaspora, this I can give to Catherine, can members in the diaspora access a loan while they are in the diaspora, or do they have to wait to come to Kenya? And what are the forms of security other than guarantorship if they don't know anybody else probably in the SACCO?
Members in the diaspora can be able to access loan facilities from United. And they do. So what we require you, as I said in our earlier conversation, you need to fill in a form. You properly fill in that form. And nowadays we have made the process simpler. We have an e-signature. So when you sign through using that e-signatures, it tells us even the machine that you used and the timing, and we're able to verify your signature from our records. Remember, when you joined the SACCO, you gave us a signature. So we're able to verify that. So you fill in a form and you send it to us, and all the documentation through email. We get in touch with you as our member to discuss the application. If you are buying a property, we're able to discuss more in terms of the property that you're buying, where the property is. Some we have even bought properties in the diaspora. So those ones we are not able to visit. Like if you are buying a house in Australia, we are not able to visit, but we're able to share with us documentation to confirm. And sometimes Nancy says, Catherine, sometimes members will lie to you. They'll tell you they are buying a house, they will buy something totally different. But when it comes to buying properties here for them, because we know you've been victims, we really want to confirm for sure it is legit. In terms of forms of security, because of the nature of the members we have at the SACCO, and Nancy said finance is very private, we allow members to use their own securities. If we are buying land for you, we use that land as security. If you are buying a house for you, and it's usually safer for you because it is not easy for fraudsters to use that property or to replicate title deeds or list documents for you. So we like using the same property that we are financing as security for that loan. So you are secure. You don't have to go looking for people to sign for you as guarantors. And Nancy says sometimes, and I also tell members, sometimes when you're borrowing money, you don't feel like you want to be a beggar or you want everybody to know your business. What am I doing today with my money? You want to have it private. It is very personal that I am borrowing. I am using my own securities. And every day we also saying there are emerging issues in the finance industry. Initially, when the SACCO started, we would really even try. Nancy would guarantee every other person because we want to grow. It is working, and also to grow the SACCO. as a SACCO grows and as you borrow huge amounts of money, then you're also liberated. Because when I joined the SACCO back then, and I found it very funny, Nancy would say, we are not here to buy fridges and couches. We are here to buy assets, and real assets to move you to the other level. So in that spirit of buying assets and land, like when we got the first title deed, we did not even know what to do with it. We even told the member, do you have a lawyer? Can they draft? Then it was a few page document, and we were learning through that document. So we have learned through the process, and we can say we have perfected that art, that you buy land, and I say it's something like what I said, it's our cup of tea. We know the process at the back of our mind. This is a process that we do, and we are proud to have grown to this far with the members.
Thank you for that. So you're asking members to leverage on your experience in their investment journey. So probably I could now throw one last question to each one of you as we wind up. Vera, what should a member do who has identified another person who can join? They are in the diaspora, they have a sister, they have a brother, they have a friend who would want to join, United Women Sacco. What should they do?
Surprisingly, actually, in Njiro, what we found is that our members actually sell us even more than what we would expect. You find that by the time that member is sharing a contact of whoever they want to introduce, they've already done so much marketing. By the time now we are coming on board to explain the products and the services and what we do, the member is already saying, no, just give me the form. You have been sold and sold and sold. But what happens is once we have been referred to a member, either through a mobile number or an email, we write to them or we call them. We explain what we do in terms of the products and services. We give the documentation. We explain to that potential member what they're supposed to attach, which is a copy of their ID, KRA PIN, and a photo. Then once we have all the paperwork on our end and we've confirmed that the introducer has sent in the introductory email, then depending on where they're located, we're able to advise them on how to make the payment of the initial fee.
Thank you very much for that. Maybe Catherine.
No, before you get there,
yes.
it was the new members.
Yes.
If you have a diaspora and you don't know any member, please just still reach out to us.
Yes.
We shall find a way of vetting you, because there are members, even there are other members who will not introduce somebody just in case they will ask them to guarantee. Here, members in Kenya, not even diaspora, they say, I'm introducing you, Catherine, but please, I don't want you to come to me to guarantee you.
Okay.
So be open in all those areas, because
Okay.
as we keep saying, we cannot say enough, finance is private.
Okay.
I can introduce you, but I don't have to guarantee you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Our members, you have heard, introducing someone does not mean you are guaranteeing them.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Maybe your final question, what is the long-term and short-term roadmap of the SACCO?
I will use Nancy's word that we want to see the SACCO grow. And maybe because maybe I may not get an opportunity maybe to talk about this, we have seen members grow from borrowing 200,000 to 40 million to 60 million. And sometimes Nancy asks me, Catherine, is it fear? Is it worry? But there's a lot of excitement when you see members grow. There's a lot of joy. And sometimes you want to participate in their joy. And the long-term vision, and I want to use Nancy's word, that we want to get to a point where we see members borrow 200 million. When we gave the first 60 million, I was very scared. And Nancy talks about it. Nancy talks about it because you look at so many things as a lender. You look at the capacity, you look at what you're financing. And I can say we have really learned a lot from financing projects, Mr. Njiro. And when you do construction projects, and sometimes we are unable to finish those projects, and a member comes and says, we only have now toilets. Just finance me for the toilets. And you finance them, they say the approximation is 2 million. And after the 2 million, the next week, the member is seated there. And the member says, I have 2 more to go, and I don't have financing. So we are looking at this SACCO as a one-stop shop solution, where we'll have even QSs on board to even guide us and enlighten us, because sometimes we do not have the professional the professional guide to help members to think, across there. As I said, when we started with valuations, and we didn't even know what to look for in those valuations. We just wanted a valuation. We did not even ask for the professional indemnity. We just wanted a valuation. But we are at this point where we want to offer one stop. It will be like a one-stop shop for us to offer our members. We are also hoping maybe the members in the diaspora will not be able to get into this. We also get into online products in terms of mobile loans, and maybe the members here will benefit, but we are looking at growing the SACCO to greater heights.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Maybe before you wind up on that, could the diaspora member in future be able to, or currently are they able to access the account statements anywhere online? And probably in future, could they be able to patronize through an app or something?
Okay. So members in the diaspora are able to access their statements, majority of them. They're able to access their statements through the portal. And that has really helped with our suspense account, because when they log in and they realize the money that they sent did not reflect, they're able to send to us the wave. What I would also urge them, like right now, I know Vera has given us the platforms that members in the diaspora can use to send money. Right now we have a challenge with Wave. So when you send those your funds through Wave and you don't forward to us the remittance advice, we have a challenge, a serious challenge, because we're not able to identify the depositors. For members who are using TapTap, I know it is not every other area that has TapTap, but when we get money through TapTap, because of their partnership with Cooperative Bank, we're able to get the names. So we're able to check our statements online. If you're not able to check your statement online, just reach out to us through info. We'll be able to send you the procedure to create and log in. In terms of login to your account through a portal, we are currently in the process of upgrading our systems, and we are hoping that even in future we'll not even need to fill in the forms, the loan application forms, through physically and scanning or typing in. You will be using the app to get all the services from United Women Sacco.
Okay, thank you for that. CEO, what advice do you have for members in the diaspora that are seeking financial empowerment? And maybe from your experience, what are the joys that you can share with us that you have seen in this journey?
I will start by completing what Catherine said about the vision.
Yes.
Our vision at United Women Sacco is to see our diaspora take over the economic aspect of Kenya.
Okay.
Let's not keep talking about politics and who is corrupt where. I keep telling people, before the Chinese and the Arabs, they are not Arabs, the warriors came,
yes,
our economy was dominated by Asians. Yes. They don't give a damn who is the president.
Yes.
I want us to have our own kind of island of honesty, economic growth, because I keep saying, like the Bible repeats, financial empowerment is the core of human freedom. And when you have now even realized more in 2025, you need to invest in your country. Yes. We shall be working with the individuals whom we know how we can do that. My vision is to see us take even more than that 200 million.
Yes. Because
we grow, we provide our own employment. Because for those who went 2,000 years ago, Unilever were here, they left. Coca-Colas are not growing here. Even KBL, very many. So where the children we are educating in very expensive schools, where will they go? We have to be able to work ourselves, even have very good hospitals, and we are relying on you in diaspora. Us is to take care, but we cannot do. We have to have that partnership. You sacrifice today, please. Yes. I'm begging you. Yes. Sacrifice today before you buy that nice car, before you buy that lifestyle. Have something you own in Kenya through United Women Sacco. Our greatest joy is when members take loans, they thrive. I personally feel a certain emotional pleasure. That look, I never even knew you would, but now you keep on raising the goal. That's the mirage, the vision, the mirage. You keep raising the goal. As I say now, repeating, like Asians, they have continued to dominate our economy, and then we support each other. In our meeting last year, 2024, I did say we buy from each other. it has worked to a small extent, but I would like us to be able to support each other, even out there. We support each other so that we grow our country economically. No,
Okay.
is that what you're asking?
Thank you very much for that. So then I will now invite each and every one of you to give their parting shots. Probably we can start with Catherine.
Imagine, I didn't know I am a teacher.
You're a teacher. So as we wind up, I want to use my boss's parting shot. She says, I want you to tithe to yourself. And tithe to yourself, I want to look at the accounts that we have members who opened accounts with us. And because they did not understand how the SACCO works or what was expected of them, they do not do the minimum monthly 5,000 contribution. We are requesting that we all revive our accounts. We tithe to ourselves. Let us put the minimum of 5,000 to activate our accounts. The challenge we have is that when you join the SACCO and you remember when you are buying a property here, you come and say, I am a member of United Women Sacco. I have not been contributing. But when you look at your statements and your incomes, you realize that you did not have any valid reason not to contribute. And sometimes you actually say, I do not know why I was not saving, or maybe I didn't really quite understand the concept. We are reminding you to activate your savings with us so that when you come for a facility, Nancy says, when you have savings here, it gives you an opportunity to dream. If you have 1,000, you know I can get 5,000. When you have 30,000, then you're not dreaming and you cannot maybe be able to participate in anything that we do. So when you come, when you have a dormant account, we request you to activate the accounts, depending 3 to 6 months, depending on how that account looks like. So my parting shot is to tithe to yourself. Pay the minimum 5,000 so that you can grow your account.
Thank you. I like that. Tithe to yourself. Vera, you can proceed and give us your parting shot.
For me, what I'd want to say, and I think it had been touched on a bit by Catherine, we have members in the diaspora who are investing back home, and home for them is the diaspora. And I want to confirm to you that we can be able to make payments to you directly to where you are through SWIFT transactions. There's some instructions that we'll send to you in terms of the bank details and how you would indicate those bank details for us to be able to send the funds to you in any currency for the country where you're located. That is 1. 2. We also have diaspora members who have not been able to have Kenyan accounts here for a very long time because of the period as to which they have been away. And because of that, we have been able to partner with them, assuming we are buying for you a property or an apartment or whatever it is that you want to do here locally. We have become partners to those members in that we're able to channel those funds directly to the vendors of those things or those assets that they want to buy or those transactions they want to do here locally. So my call to you is that don't be stranded. Don't feel that we can't partner with you. We have solutions for anything that you may want, and is why I was saying anytime you have an inquiry or anything you may want to find out from us, we're here to be your partners and we're here to grow together.